So we back again, Cat. We live.
Welcome back, man.
We live, Cat.
You back.
Ah, man. Before we go any further, man, Fat, tell the good people what to do, man.
Man, like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Hit your post notifications so you know when we post. Run the videos up, man.
So I don't want to spend much time on it because the game the other day was playing extremely inferior competition in Mercer. We kind of about called how that was gonna go. But do you have any takeaways from the Mercer game? Like anything you want to touch on from
Nah, it kind of it ended up being like I knew it was gonna be. I mean, it ain't too much to really take from it here, from a dominant performance like that was. So, yeah, all the quarterbacks got to play in it. So
it? Yo,
if all your quarterbacks get to play in it, I mean, it ain't too much to touch elaborate on with that. That was a domination.
that's a fact. Okay, so with that being said, right,
Yeah,
Alabama go on the road Saturday night to Norman, man, Norman, Oklahoma, to take on the Oklahoma Sooners, and they, this their first year in the SEC. I would say thus far they ain't had the season that they I think a lot of people projected them to have coming into the season.
yeah,
Um, I think to my knowledge, well, the matter of fact, no, I know for a fact to my knowledge, at once upon a time, man, Oklahoma was extremely riddled with injury. I'm not sure if they still are. At one point, they was missing five. They was legit missing five wide receivers. So I don't know if any
yeah.
receiver still hurt or if they coming back for the game this week. I don't know. The injury report come out on Wednesday night, so whenever I reckon I see the injury report later. But for right now, what I do know, I got to go on what I've seen. Have you watched any Oklahoma this year? Because I have.
I might have watched just a tad bit of them. I think when they played Texas, but I didn't see the whole game. I might have seen like a partial bit of it, but not the whole thing to really give a full analysis on them. Really,
Right. Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this here from what I've seen, man. For a fact, man, Brent Venables, the defensive mastermind.
yeah,
Um, I tell you what, I say this about Oklahoma, man. Why they dealing with the injury, and that could be true enough. Offensively, they've been challenged to say the least. They haven't been very good on offense all year because coming into the
yeah,
season, the quarterback they let Dylan Gabriel basically walk out the door for
yeah,
Jackson Arnold,
yeah,
and thus far, Jackson Arnold he showed flashes of why he was so highly recruited and why everybody wanted him. He's shown flashes. He's also shown signs of being a very young quarterback, which he is. So
yeah,
at one point, they benched him, went to the backup. I can't call out the backup name right now, but they benched him and went to the backup at one point in time during the season. So he's been up and down. And, most of the time, if your quarterback plays up and down offensively, you're just going to be up and down because of that or just right along with that. So
yeah,
they've left a lot to be desired offensively. What I will say is defensively, this team, they haven't quit on defense. A lot of times you get into a season this late, you're 5-5, you start to melt it in. The effort, it becomes low energy. A team basically ready for the season to be over with. Defensively, that's not the case. They still playing hard on defense. I'm not saying
yeah,
they're not playing
yeah,
hard. I
yeah,
just think the offense ain't very good. They still playing. They still
yeah,
getting after it on defense, though.
yeah, yeah,
So from the bit that I've seen, they lost the game to Missouri where they fumbled the ball and Missouri picked it up and ran it, like basically on the last play of the game. Did you see that a couple weeks ago?
yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah,
So what this is what I do know, and I want to look this up. Hold up, because I had it sometime, man. Before I come to I be wanting to memorize these numbers, and I'm really like for a fact, like I'm not just saying this for podcast sake, I am pretty good with numbers, but
Yeah.
I can't
That
remember
nigga, I
these
know.
numbers right here. Hold up. And I think my damn computer did. Yep, did not charge up my damn computer, so I won't have the numbers. I have to look them up later. But the backup quarterback has played some. I know for a fact the backup started and played the game at Auburn.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you the games I've seen of Oklahoma. I watched right at about the first half of them against Texas.
Yeah.
I watched a good bit of them in Auburn because Peyton Thorne threw a interception to end the game. Oklahoma caught a pick
Yeah.
six in that Auburn game. I watched a good bit of that one. I
Yeah.
seen a little bit of them play Ole Miss maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. That kind of got away from them, and that might be it. I tried to. I saw a glimpse of them at Tennessee earlier in the year too. I saw a
Yeah.
glimpse of that, but other than that, I ain't finna sit up in that. Like I just watched and studied a bunch of Oklahoma. What I do know is this, right? What I do know is this: Alabama is last time I checked a 14-point favorite. There's some place you might get a 13 and a half. Alabama 2-touchdown favorite, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think Vegas is putting that line out there for nothing. I think Alabama is 2 touchdowns better. Well, I'm gonna tell you personally what I think is Alabama's biggest challenge in this game.
Yeah. What?
Not overlooking Oklahoma into the Iron Bowl next week.
Yeah.
Remember, Fat, if you remember, I said, I think whenever we previewed Alabama's schedule this year, before the year started, I said at Oklahoma, that feel like a strange game to me, right?
Yeah.
Now, granted,
Yeah.
whenever I said that, I was also of the mind that Oklahoma, I might have had Oklahoma being better than they like actually are, at least what their record says right now. But I said for starters, it's on the road. It's late in the season. It's the week before the Iron Bowl. It's just got trap game written all over it to me.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
Alabama's more or less fighting that. But I think with the way that this team has started to galvanize with Tyler Booker and Jahad Campbell and Jalen Milroe, and it seems like Alabama is starting to like it's time we got goals to start checking off on our season's list. So
Yeah.
I think they'll handle that just fine. I just think you're going on the road playing a team that ain't got nothing to lose. That's always kind of iffy, kind of dangerous to me.
Yeah.
I'm putting it like this here. I expect this to be a 4-quarter ball game. I don't expect to see all the quarterbacks play in this game.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Depends on what Alabama show up now, but if Alabama show up like they did against LSU, you might see them motherfuckers.
That's very well possible.
Yeah. Because Bama can hit a gift. They just showed that.
Facts.
Yeah. So
That
we
is a
have to
fact.
see. It just like I said, all depends on what Miro show up. I think this team go as far as what he do. If he show up and play and ball, I think the team reflects that. That's how I've been this year, to be for real. If Miro show up, yeah, they play. Only game I can say that he showed up in that they didn't play was Vanderbilt. That's probably it.
Yo,
Yeah.
just man, real talk. When you sit back and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I went back and watched the highlights of Alabama and Vanderbilt the other day. Cause I was just sitting around and I was like, man, that was a weird. Like Alabama lost to Vanderbilt. It was weird. So I went and I
Yeah.
watched the highlights, man. In fact, I'm gonna be completely honest. We could not stop them people, man.
Don't stop him.
We could not stop them people, man, for nothing.
Yeah, we couldn't stop him, man.
Man, Diego Pavia still running around a circle, then we still can't catch him,
Yeah, man.
Weird day. I think with this
That
Alabama
was just
team now, I'm gonna tell you what I do think from the Vanderbilt game till right now, currently, right? I think you can take the Vanderbilt tape burn it.
Yeah.
I think you could throw that tape away. That's no longer this team.
No, no.
That's just what I think about it. But
Bama at
so
that
I want
time,
to
Q.
go ahead.
I think at that time with Bama was still trying to figure out really their identity. That was like on both like they was trying to figure out, you feel me, what are we going to, you know, what is going to be our identity for this season? Because I still feel like at that time Jalen Miro was throwing more than he was running. You know what I'm saying? When we was playing Vanderbilt, because it did seem like Jalen Miro ran that a lot against them. You know what I'm saying? He was in the pocket a lot against them too.
Right, true.
Yeah, yeah. I think we was still, yeah, we was trying to figure. I say we was trying to still figure things out as a team, opposed to now. Like I think we pretty much got things figured out and know what this team is and what our strengths and what our weaknesses is now.
Fair enough. That's
Yeah,
fair enough. So I tell you what, man. Before we give an official score prediction on the game this weekend, because we actually gonna transition from this, I want to start talking about the Heisman Trophy.
yeah,
But I do want to give a little more thought on this Oklahoma game. I think, but I don't think, I know for a fact that Bama's still playing with everything in front of them. Everything is still in front of Alabama. Oklahoma really only playing for bowl eligibility.
yeah,
And if I'm not mistaken, that they play LSU next week. So they either got to win
yeah,
one of these two to make a bowl. Like I said, man, just for me, I don't really have, football reasons why I think Oklahoma would beat Alabama. I think it's more or less just weird scheduled game. As long as I can remember, this Bama first time ever going to Oklahoma. It's the week before the Iron Bowl. Or the players looking past it? I heard a quote this week of Mike Elko, Texas A&M coach. They got Texas coming to town for them next week. They play Auburn this week. The reporter asked him about if they overlooking Auburn, and he said all the right stuff that you're supposed to say. And then he went on to say our team is focused on Texas. I mean Auburn. Look it up. You really said that.
yeah,
Like whenever it's a big rivalry game coming up, man, it's natural to look ahead.
yeah,
It's just natural to look ahead. But I'm pretty sure that Alabama pretty much. I'm pretty sure they're very much focused on this ball game, man. So give me a score prediction for Alabama, Oklahoma.
Um, I think it could be a pretty gritty game in the beginning, just because it's in Norman. You know what I'm saying? You expect Oklahoma to pull out all the stops. You might see some trick plays here and there. You know what I'm saying?
And
Playing with
Oklahoma also coming
nothing.
off a bye week.
Yeah, nothing to really lose. So they're gonna come in and try to protect their home and like show some pride in some sort of way. So I say mid third, halfway to the fourth, I think Bama pulls off. I think Jalen Miro gonna be able to make big plays towards the end with his legs or with his arm, whichever one. Um, I think they pull away. I say 31-13, 31-13, because I don't see Oklahoma. What I've heard and what I partially seen, they offense really not that great. So I don't see where they gonna be able to, score a lot, generate a lot of points offensively. So I say they pull like Bama get, later on in the game they pull away. Me saying Oklahoma in the like they gonna try to push the issue and make it a game. I think Oklahoma defense can keep them in it for a little while, but eventually when you ain't scoring no points, it's only so much your defense gonna be able to do. So give me Bama 31-13.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna say something before I give my prediction. Think about this, right? You get
Yeah,
OU and Texas coming to the SEC for their first year, right?
yeah,
Oklahoma get the schedule from hell. Texas get what's deemed as the easier schedule, which is not deemed as it is the easier schedule, right?
yeah.
What went wrong at the meeting between Oklahoma and Greg Sankey, the SEC commissioner, to get Oklahoma that fucked up ass schedule? I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, fair real talk, let me ask you a question. From a brand standpoint, strictly college football, ain't Oklahoma and Texas kind of neck and neck?
Yeah.
Like, Boomer Sooner is a big brand, right?
Big brand. That's a huge brand.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Oklahoma
I
got
find
history.
that dynamic. I just find that dynamic to be fascinating because it's almost thus far, truth be told, me what it seemed like, at least just their first year. So with this year, it seems like everybody acknowledging Texas, SEC, Oklahoma kind of been like the afterthought.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
But you know,
I find that
one,
strange. But
but
now
you,
to the game. To the game. South Carolina went to Norman to beat Oklahoma 35-9.
yeah,
Missouri beat Oklahoma with their backup quarterback, Drew Prime, 30-23. Scooper scored in the last play of the game, into the game or whatever. Drew Prime threw 3 touchdowns in that game. I saw Drew Pine play against Alabama the day that Alabama and Missouri played. He's not very good. I'm not even being funny. I don't even think he's a collegiate quarterback, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with that. I just don't think he's very good. But
yeah,
when I look at this game, like I said, for me, it's all about Alabama can show me a lot this week. Not necessarily on the field through stats, whatever, because you know those stats get accumulated because you're playing a game that you record the score in. That's
yeah,
football. Alabama can show something to me, man, what they made of intangibly on the inside. We got a big
yeah,
man. We have our rival coming to town next week with a potential to go to an SEC championship the week after. This right here is what you would call a trap game in the middle. Let's go on the road and take care of business. I saw us go on the road against Vanderbilt. You didn't take care of business. I saw us go on the road against Tennessee. You didn't take care of business. We're on the road against LSU. Okay, we took care of business. So it looks to me as if we're trending in the right direction.
yeah,
I fully expect that trend to continue. I just don't think Oklahoma can score enough points to win this ball game. I think the defense plays with enough pride to keep it close for as long as you possibly can. But I think Alabama's defense. I don't think Alabama got the second best defense in this game. I'll be completely honest with you. Oklahoma, man, Jackson Arnold been a turnover machine. Alabama then forced, I think, 16 turnovers the last 5 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I think they ranked like third or fourth in the nation in creating turnovers. They've been getting them all year long. I think this is a recipe for a disaster. You got a young quarterback that's turnover prone, going against a defense that's snatching chains and burning tattoos, to quote Kendrick Lamar. I really don't think this matchup bodes well for Oklahoma, and they're not very good up front. I told you, I think Alabama front seven, one of the more underrated in the country, especially that pass rush.
yeah,
I just think they wreak too much havoc. I think that crowd and Boomer Sooner and Pride and Brent Venables and the toughness and, you know what I'm saying, the mentality that he coaches with in the defense, it sticks around only but so long. I think this
yeah,
game feels closer than the scoreboard indicates for a while.
yeah,
But I'm with you. I
yeah,
think Bama pulls away. I'm going to say in the fourth, it starts to get away from Oklahoma. But I think the pride and that crowd keep Oklahoma in the game for as long as they possibly can. If I got to go with a final score, man, give me Alabama. Give me Alabama 33. Give me Alabama 33-14. 33
yeah.
14 Bama. I got Bama by 19. I think they cover the spread.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't see Oklahoma scoring very many points. You struggled all year offensively, and you playing an Alabama defense right now that is humming.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are humming
Yeah.
defensively, man. It started. I told you I have a very unpopular opinion. I think Alabama's defense started to play football better in that South Carolina game. It carried into the Tennessee game. It was good enough to win the Tennessee game, and from that Missouri game, yeah, it's here. It's here.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn
Yeah.
about it raining. They locked LSU ass up. I saw it.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna speak on the Mercer game. Mercer don't have the athlete. Mercer ain't got the Jack and the Joes too. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Respectfully to their program, they do their thing in the FCS level, but we talking about Alabama Crimson Tide, man. It's a little different. It's a little different. And that dude did make up a hell of a catch for that touchdown that Mercer did. That was a good ass catch.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That shit was crazy.
Good ass catch. I gotta give him that. That shit was cold. But so moving on. Right. And I'm gonna have to rename the title of this episode because I wanted to just talk about Oklahoma and Alabama, but fuck, I kind of want to get into something else now, man. So you got the Heisman Trophy race right now. Vegas Sportsbook and Travis Hunter is a heavy favorite to win the award. Other names on the list follow, such as Ashton Jeanty, Dylan Gabriel. You see Jalen Milroe. You see Shador Sanders. I've seen Jackson Dart, Cam Ward, obviously. So I'm asking you right now. How do you think the Heisman Trophy race ends? Or better yet, we can keep it. We can keep it Alabama. Let's keep it Alabama. Because with Travis being the heavy favorite, is there anything you think Milroe can do to make this thing tight at the end? Because it seems like right now it's Travis Trophy just for him to goddamn collect in December.
He gonna have to go crazy for the next at least. When is the Heisman Trophy given out?
The Heisman Trophy is presented after conference championship weekend before the college football playoffs start.
If he go crazy these past couple weeks, he might can make it tighter. You know what I'm saying? But I think when Jalen Milroe was going through the little struggles he had, that kind of messed him up a little bit because the other players was still progressing when he was going through the little stuff he was going through. You know what I'm saying? The little slump he was in. So it'll be hard for me to see him winning it. Can he, he can make a push for it if it in the past couple weeks. I mean, the next couple weeks, if he, still put up good numbers and stuff like that. But I just think for him winning it, it'll be really hard for me to see him winning it because, like I say, when he was going through his slumps, Genty and Travis Hunter was still putting up their numbers and stuff. So I don't know how that would really fare out for Jalen Milroe. You know what I'm saying? But he can do some the impossible. He can, like I say, rally in a couple weeks and shit. You look up and hell, he right up in there with him.
Do you think Ashton Jeanty has a really fair shot to win the award because he plays at Boise State in the Group of Five? Or do you think the voters will hold that against him? Because I'm not sure if a Group of Five player has ever won the award. I'm not sure.
That's
I don't
tricky,
know.
man. That's really tricky. You know what I'm saying? And the running back ain't won it in a long time either.
I don't think a running back won it since Henry.
Yeah, it's been a while, man, for a running back. So him being in the Group of Five too, that kind of plays against him too. But the boy is a fucking monster. Like, don't get that twisted. Ashton Jeanty is one of the ones.
Facts.
But like not to take nothing away from Ashton Jeanty, you've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? You've seen running backs be dominant like that. You know what I'm saying? You've seen that before. You know what I'm saying? I just think the stuff that Travis Hunter doing, you don't really see this often. You know what I'm saying? The way he's able to do it on so many snaps, like play as many snaps as he play, and productive on both sides of the ball. It's just you don't. This comes around every
Hey,
20 years, man. You
Cat,
don't.
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there. It's not that you don't see what Travis Hunter is doing often. You've never seen it ever.
Yeah, yeah. You never
You've
seen it.
never
You
seen
never
this.
seen it. You know
You've
what I'm saying?
never seen this. Real
Yeah, you
talk.
never seen this. You know what I'm saying?
Real
Like
talk. He,
you never seen it.
if I'm not mistaken, I think he's getting close to eclipsing 1,000 receiving yards. I want to
Yeah,
say he's got like 3 or 4 interceptions. They don't throw the ball his way often during the game.
yeah,
Travis Hunter is the best player in college football.
yeah.
He's the best
Definitely.
player in college football. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest. Me being the big Miro guy that I am, and I said before the year started that Miro's gonna put up crazy numbers in this offense. We'll give him a chance to win the Heisman. And as I sit here right now, I'm not wrong. He got 30 something total touchdowns. So I wasn't
Yeah,
wrong in that, right? However, I must say this. Man, is that not only do I like the fact that Travis is the heavy favorite to win the award, I kind of hope Travis do win it because that means the award has gotten back to what it was supposed to be in the first place. Stop giving the
yeah.
Heisman or the MVP in the NFL to the quarterback on the team with the best record. No, give it to the best football player. That's what
Get
we
to the best
want to
football
see.
player.
Travis Hunter
Yeah.
is the best player in college football.
College football. Yes.
I
I've been
think
saying this
I'm gonna tell
all
you
year.
this. I'm gonna ask my question to you about Miro getting back in it. This is what he has to do. You got at Oklahoma. You got the Iron Bowl SEC championship gonna be your
That's what
last
I'm saying.
hurrah, right? You got to play extremely well in all 3 of those games, win all 3 of them, and you kind of gotta hope Colorado lose or at least Travis don't keep doing the shit that he's doing. That's the
Yeah.
only, and you got to have all that going on because right now it kind of seems like Ashton Genty would finish second.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this here, if I'm not mistaken, Miro got, I want to say it's, damn it, hold up, man, because I'm actually gonna need to know this so I can damn finish this sentence. I think he got 15 passing touchdowns to 17 rushing, I think, but I don't want to be wrong in that. Give me just a second, Cat. Just a second. Okay, yeah, I am right. So he got 15 passing touchdowns to 17 rushing touchdowns. So that he got 32 total touchdowns. If he gets to 20-20, he is at least going to be a finalist. No player ever in the history of college football, no quarterback, because quarterbacks throw the ball. No quarterback has ever finished with 20 passing and 20 rushing touchdowns and didn't either win the Heisman Trophy or not at least be a finalist and invited to the ceremony. I think if Miro get to 20-20, he finished strong down the stretch here. He might get throw a punch at the end, but it kind of seemed like Travis got this award and it just ready to get mailed to him at this point.
Yeah.
The shit that
Yeah. I
dude
mean,
has done this year, man. I'm somebody that coming into the season, I said that I don't think that Colorado, Deion should play Travis as many snaps this year because he got hurt last year. So
yeah.
Deion said, you know what, nigga, I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna play him just as many, if not more snaps, and he's gonna be more impactful and effective in the games. Did he get nicked up in the Kansas State game? Yes. But if you put that many snaps, that's just bound to happen. But I'm gonna tell you this here, man. Today, the word GOAT, the word elite, the word generational gets thrown around a lot for no reason. Travis Hunter is the definition of a generational talent. You've never seen this
Yeah.
before. You've never seen
No.
somebody at the Division
No.
One collegiate level play full-time on offense and defense like it's pee-wee or high school. And the crazy thing
That's
about it
crazy.
is, whenever you watch him, I don't know what the hell he do for as far as like a conditioning program, because despite how long to get him playing all the snaps, by the end of the game, he looks like the freshest player on the field.
That's what I'm
It
saying,
don't
man.
make
Like
sense. It
it
don't make
don't make
sense.
sense.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I ain't never seen that shit before, man. I haven't.
That shit crazy, man. Did you
Travis
see
is
the
a
catch?
different. He's a different type of football player, man. I ain't never seen
Did
shit
you
like
see
it.
him?
And I'm gonna
Did
be
you see
honest.
that catch?
I think at this point, whomever's gonna get the number one pick in the draft, I don't know if they can end up being the Saints or the Jaguars or hell, the Cowboys trending down. Could be Dallas or Cleveland or Giants, whoever. Whoever gets the number one pick in the draft, I'll be straight up. It's gonna be hard not to take Travis Hunter. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
man.
hard. It's gonna be hard not to take him. And I know for a fact we live in a time today where the quarterback is the end all be all. You got to take him in the first round. I'm telling y'all right now, I ain't gonna lie to you, fat. I've been thinking about want to get into the business of doing mock drafts. I ain't ran this by you, but I'm thinking about doing a mock draft this year. I just haven't made my mind up yet. But what I do know is this particular draft, man. I just think on top of my head, it should be more defensive players to go in the first round than offensive players in this draft. It is some elite defensive talent in the NFL draft this year. A
Talk
lot of it.
Yeah, yeah,
A lot of it.
it is. Yeah, it is.
But man, just with the shit you see Travis Hunter do every week, man, it don't make sense. That dude unreal, man.
Nah, that shit he doing, man. You don't see this, bro. You don't see this.
You ain't
That's
never
why I
seen this
say I'm
before,
not.
man.
That's why I say I'm not taking nothing away from Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty is a hell of a player, man. But you've seen that. You've seen that in recent years. You know what I'm
Fact.
saying? Like a running back that's a
Go
bell
crazy.
cow that put up numbers like that. You've seen that. The stuff that Travis Hunter doing, bro. You ain't seen this, bro. Not like this. Not the way he making it look every week. Like, nah.
I'm gonna tell you what I think is downright sick and embarrassing, and it infuriates me when I read it online. Is that you find people that take what Travis doing and they try to use the fact that he plays both sides of the ball and like the whole goddamn game, and they try to downplay that fact like that's regular. They'll go, "Oh, he's got 70, 80 catches, 911 yards, and he's got 3 or 4 interceptions, but he don't lead college football in receptions or yards or touchdowns, but he don't lead college football in interceptions or tackles." I'm like, fam, can we all just sit back and marvel at the fact that this young man can play the whole game, the whole season? That right there, enough. That's crazy by itself.
Yeah.
The fact that he can play both sides of the ball is insane. The fact that
Yeah.
he's this good at both sides of the ball is, I ain't never seen shit like it, man. I ain't never seen shit like it.
Nah.
And I think one day, seriously, we're gonna be able to sit back maybe years from now, and you're really gonna appreciate what he's been able to do because you've never seen it. And I think he gonna move up your list of greatest college players you've seen ever, regardless of position.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you. And the
Yeah.
part that really makes it the worst is the only reason that people hate on it or don't give it the full respect and the full credit just due is because he coached by Dion, and a lot of people don't like Dion. That's the main
Yeah.
damn thing. It's the people that was hating on Colorado whenever Dion took over last year. They go, Dion inherited a 1-11 program. They go 4-8. Travis Hunter gets hurt in the middle of the season last year. Remember, I said all season. If Travis don't get hurt and miss them 2 or 3 games last year, I think Colorado at least go 6-6 and make it to a bowl. I said that last year, right?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you'd have had Travis. Oh yeah, he missed a glimpse against Kansas State. Did Travis miss a whole game this year?
I
I feel like
don't
he
think
missed a
so.
game this year, man.
Yeah, he might have did.
No, I thought he played and got hurt in that game.
Yeah, he did. He played and got hurt
He
in it.
played and got hurt in that game. I thought he like missed the whole game.
Yeah, he played and got hurt in that
He
game.
got hurt in that game, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever you take that into account, if Travis don't get hurt in that game, and they probably beat Kansas State, they sitting right now at 8-2, could easily be 9-1. The
Yeah,
thing, when you have so much hate for the Colorado program because you don't like Dion, I don't care about you not liking Dion. That's fine, but you can't take away from the fact that his son a damn good quarterback. His son will be a first round draft pick.
yeah,
His son, I think, from what I've seen, and I've watched, I watch a lot. I watch a lot of this shit on Saturday. I think going into the NFL, as I see here currently, I think Shador is the safest pick out of these quarterbacks. Do I think he's the best quarterback? That's an opinionated thing. People have their opinions on that. You got upside, you got downside, or whatever. I think Shador is the safest. He seems like the most NFL pro-ready quarterback to me coming out of this
yeah,
draft, right? You
yeah,
can't take that from Dion. You can't take that from him because that's Dion's son. Travis Hunter is a
yeah,
unicorn. He's the best player in the damn draft. You can't take that from.
yeah,
So the fact that Dion right now sitting at 8-2, got a tough ball game at Kansas this weekend. They do got a tough one at Kansas this weekend. But the fact that he's sitting at 8-2 controls his own destiny to get to the Big 12 championship. If they win that, they legitimately go to the college football playoff. I think people can't stomach that. And I think people can't stomach that, and they can't stand the fact that the best player in the country resides in Colorado. The first quarterback coming off the board in the NFL draft next year resides in Colorado. And oh yeah, primetime Deion Sanders resides in Colorado in Boulder. And people can't stand it. They can't stand it.
yeah,
They can't stand it. I read something. I saw something maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And they said the viewership for Colorado games has gone down 40-50%. I wonder why. Last year, whenever they was 4-8, first off, it was new. First off, it was new.
yeah,
So everybody went to, let's really see what Dion got going on. And then whenever people seeing, okay, they're not very good. Because let's be honest, when Colorado jumped off to that good start last year, we as the Dion fans and shit got behind them. We made them seem better than what they really were.
yeah,
Understandable. So whenever it was inevitable that they were gonna start losing, they start losing. All the haters tuning in to watch Dion lose, and we should crack the jokes, right? Now you
yeah,
have to fast forward to today. That's currently 8-2. People quit watching because you're not tuning in watching it because they're not a clown show no more.
yeah.
That's a
They winning.
legitimate football team, and people can't stand it.
They winning. Yeah, they winning now.
They winning. You can't stand
When
it.
they
They
were
can't stand
losing, when they were losing, you feel me? The viewership was at its all time high because you was tuning in to see Dion. You know what I'm saying? Lose. You wanted to see a demise of Dion,
it.
but now that he's winning,
It's like
you know what I'm saying?
a Floyd Mayweather fight. Everybody tuned
Yeah,
in. You want to see him lose.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was the point of tuning in. You don't give a damn about who he fighting against. You just want to see him lose.
Exactly. You just want to see him lose. Yeah, yeah.
Last
That
year,
would have. That
man,
would have.
Colorado State did big numbers on ESPN. Colorado and
Yeah,
Colorado State. That's all. That's Dion, because Dion is what you call a polarizing figure. So you got a lot of
yeah.
people, big fan supporters like us. You got a lot of people that the total opposite of
They
that,
hate him.
haters, and that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
yeah,
I just don't take that hate you got for him and channel it towards and make and trick yourself into not going. Man, that number 12 out there, he's incredible. I ain't never seen shit like this. It's okay.
man.
It's okay.
My thing is, Q. How can you watch Travis Hunter play
And not say it.
and not be taken away from your seat? Like, how can you
Tell me.
not? How you watch this every week
I ain't never
and
seen
don't
it,
think
man.
that this dude is the best player, and don't think this dude the best player in college
I
football?
ain't
Like,
never seen shit like it, man.
there's no way you watch this shit and not think this. This motherfucker play every snap. Is productive on both sides. Like, is he the best corner in college football or is he the best receiver? It's like, damn, like he just you don't see that, bro. You never see that.
I'm telling you, man.
He different, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I
And
just,
then you
man,
have people saying,
truth be told, I just want to see. I want to see Colorado win this Big 12 and just get to the playoff. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I want to hear Dion's speech after they give him that goddamn Big 12 championship trophy. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, hell yeah.
I want to hear it. I hope it happens, man. In fact, because that speech is going to be
Yeah, me too.
nigga.
Yeah. I want.
That speech. You
Yeah.
think Prime talk some shit. Let Deion
Yeah,
do
yeah.
when they get to the college football playoff.
Man, I want him to too. I'm
I
rooting
want him to so
bad, boy.
bad.
Man, I
So
want him too
bad.
bad, boy.
So bad.
Ooh.
They go to
You
Kansas
talking
this
about
week, man. It's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be tough.
I think they can win that one though.
I know. So do I. I'm just saying it's gonna be
Yeah.
tough.
It's gonna be tough, yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on. I
Then
got
who they got after that?
Colorado is a 2.5-point favorite at Kansas.
I'm saying who they got after that, after they play Kansas.
After Kansas, I think it's Oklahoma State, fat.
Okay, yeah, I think that is right.
I want to
Oklahoma
say it's
State.
Oklahoma State because I called myself looking that up the other
But I
day.
think this is kind of a down year for Oklahoma State though.
What's that now?
I said I think this is a kind of a down year for Oklahoma State. I
It
don't think
is.
they're as good as they
They ain't been very
usually
good
do.
this year.
Yeah.
If I'm not, it's Oklahoma State
Kind of
and
like
it'll be at home.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I
Don't you
want
find
Colorado to pull this shit off so bad,
hey
man.
Q, don't you find it weird this year that the top teams in the Big 12 kind of the lower half this season? Because usually Oklahoma State and Utah be the top two
Well,
that's
to be completely honest, you got to look at it like
in
this too.
Kansas State. Yeah.
The two biggest brands from the Big 12 came to the SEC, Oklahoma and Texas.
True.
Utah was
Yeah.
dominating. What I ain't gonna say dominating, but they were forced to be reckoned with in the Pac-12, not the Big 12, but
Yeah.
the Pac-12.
True.
And also this year, too,
True.
man, not for nothing, Utah they got a lot of injuries, man. They got a lot. It's a
Yeah.
lot of people hurt over there.
Yeah.
Quarterback hurt. I think best defensive player hurt. Best receiver hurt. It's a lot of players hurt for Utah. A lot of players. I'm be honest. I think Colorado would have beat them the other day anyway, but they got a lot of players hurt.
Yeah.
You know Cam Rising. In like his 8th year of college football, he done had like 3 medical red shirts.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
You've been in there for a long time.
That's all I really want to touch on, man. I just want to get your thoughts on the whole Heisman thing, but
yeah, I got Travis. Travis got my vote.
yeah. If I had to vote right now today, man, you got to give it to Travis. I don't even understand. Let me be honest with y'all, man. I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close.
Me either.
I don't. But
Me
I will say this here, man. I want to say this here before we end this episode, man. I'm not just writing Jalen Milroe out of it just yet.
Yeah.
I think what he did at LSU put him back on the ballot.
Yeah.
And guess what? They got a primetime ABC at Oklahoma. Is Oklahoma necessarily a dominant opponent? No. But he can go out there and go crazy. Y'all know they love to vote for quarterbacks anyway. He can go out there and go crazy and put up some big numbers. He gonna be right very well in the thick of this conversation. I will say that about Milroe in this conversation. But man, that's all I got though, Cap.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
Oh man, well for everybody watching, man, we appreciate y'all watching these videos, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, man. There's no excuses.
We out.